Thank you, Mr. Chair, Madam Ambassador, Chair, dear colleagues. First of all, on behalf of PSD, to give the most and warmest welcome to our Parliament. I will give an overview of some of the issues and themes that we do believe that are common in our both committees. If some of them are on the border of other committees in your Parliament, I will ask you to forgive me for that. One of the things that, first of all, I would like to address is the question of the green transition, which, as you know, has different approaches on different areas. And we would like to address and to discuss with you and to hear from you about the mobility, the electrical vehicles, because we have known the recent news that Norway, for the first time, I think, the electrical vehicles are winning the battle against the traditional and conventional ones. On this route to achieve this objective, we are facing the threat of China. And that's something that in Europe, in our country also, is something very important to take in account, because we have some industries that are supplying the traditional automobile industry, and this can very well be one big issue to our economy, not forgetting that Auto Europa is one of the biggest companies from Volkswagen that is located in Portugal and has a huge economic impact if we have to change their contribute to our economy. So that's something that we are also taking in account, and we would like very much to hear from your experience on the changing in terms of the auto industry to the full or 100% electrical behavior. About the airport that my colleagues already have mentioned, this is probably the biggest infrastructure in the next 10 years. We are estimating from the last roughly budget something like 8.5 billion euros, and this is the biggest infrastructures that will serve all the country, and will continue to bring to Lisbon all the main flights from all the older colonies that we had in Africa, and also from Brazil, South America, and North America. So it is strategically to Portugal to keep this hub, and this new airport, we have the aim that can continue to ensure that we still maintain this hub. Connected to this, we have on course, as a strategical option of this government, the privatization of TAP, which is a process that will start in soon as it will be possible, and is something that is absolutely connected with this, and also will have a huge impact on our transport strategy and politic. We cannot have this new airport without connections, high-speed connections on the railway, so it is also connected to this project, the construction of a third bridge linking Lisbon to the south margin, and specifically to connect the new airport to the old one and to this part of the city. So that's another infrastructure that we are putting a lot of effort. Also, I would like to mention that we are also considering that on the ships and all the ports management, we are introducing new technologies like artificial intelligence to run and to help us to be more productive and according and aligned to the green objectives that we are proceeding. Also, another thing that for us is very concerning is about the safety of the submarine cables, which I don't know if it is only the scope of your committee, but for us is very, very important. Portugal is receiving a lot of new submarine cables from the rest of the world. We are actually becoming a huge hub of the submarine cables, and we are very concerned about the safety and security issues that, as far as I could understand, also you have seen on the last attacks that have been occurring near to your shore. So that's another thing that we are thinking, we are studying, and we are concerning. And finally, the question of the energy. We are making a transition to the green electrical production based on the wind farms offshore. On geothermal energy, we have geothermal energy on the most beautiful part of Portugal, which is Azores Islands. I'm from Azores, I hope you understand. And we also using all this energy to make the transition between Portugal and Spain. But we still have a bottleneck, which is the connection to the European grid through France. This is an issue that is not solved yet, and it's very important for us because we cannot exchange all the excedent energy that we produce or even receive when we need. So that's the last thing that in terms of infrastructures we are very concerned about. Thank you.